Hello, this is Springfield Disability Attorney Jason Krebs with the second in our series about the common mistakes that we see that get people denied their Social Security disability in Southwest Missouri and Northwest Arkansas. The first video we talked about kind of the general principles of disability, that it's your job to show that you're disabled and that need alone is not evidence of what it's going to take, and don't focus solely on not being able to do your old job. The other thing that we see where people commonly make mistakes, there's probably three main issues, but they can be broken down into two kind of general areas. The first being documentation issues. And we'll go through, there's three areas where we see documentation issues. And the second being selecting an onset date that just isn't something that is supportable by the evidence. And we'll talk about that in a separate video. The first issue would be one of that we run into. It would be the medical issue, these documentation issues. The first would be medical records. The claimant does not have the medical records presented to Social Security so that they can make that the examiner can make that determination based upon a full and accurate amount of the medical records, showing everything that's going on with the claimant, and they don't have that documentation. So they make the decision based on partial documentation, and usually that's not a real positive thing for the claimant, because they don't have the records, and there's usually something good in those records that would support their claim. So what we recommend is get all your own medical evidence together that you think is relevant to why you're disabled. It's not necessarily just the fact that you had a car accident 20 years ago. If you haven't treated for that accident for 20 years, it's probably not the most relevant thing that you want to be talking about to Social Security. What is it, everything about this claim that's going to keep you from showing up to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week? So get those records yourself, get them to Social Security. Social Security will tell you they'll get some records for you, but they only usually get about a year's worth. And if there's a problem in how, you gave them the wrong doctor's name or the date's the wrong, and the doctor comes back or the hospital comes back and says, we don't have any records for those dates because of HIPAA laws, Social Security doesn't ask again. And kind of back to our first video, it's your job to show that you're disabled. And the way that you do that is get the evidence together and document your claims. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to give us a call. 417-883-5886, toll free 1-800-345-0535. And then we have free downloadable information, some books on our website, KrebsLawOffice.com. That's K-R-E as in Edward, B as in boy, S, lawoffice.com. We wish you the best of luck in your application process. It is a long process. And hopefully if you need us, you give us a call. Thanks. Bye.